system, which accounts for over $86 million of the $142 million total budget, includes raises that bring new teacher salaries to $50,500 per year, along with a $400,000 garbage truck and $10 million earmarked for future capital projects. The county expects an ending fund balance of nearly $50 million by June of 2026, which is well above state requirements. Rubley noted the county remains financially strong and poised for upcoming projects, including a potential new ambulance station. Next year's budget, which has been accumulated for the past several months, was approved by a final vote of 20-0. More local news is just a click away at mainstreetjournal.llc. Until next time, I'm Rob Nunley.
This is Chris of Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, where we believe buying a car should be simple. No hassle, no pressure, just honest deals and friendly service. From test drive to drive home, we make the process easy because our customers come first. Need service? We've got you covered with our complimentary pickup and delivery. Reddick Brown Ford, where the customer comes first and business is done the easy way. Simple, honest, and for you. Visit us in Morrison or online at reddickbrownford.com.
For Main Street Media weather, Wednesday, sunny with a calm winds with a high near 95. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 73. Thursday, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Mostly sunny with a high near 93. This has been your Main Street Media weather. I'm Hamilton Hobbs.
It's time for SImmons Says, the show that brings Warren County the latest news and stories from around the community. Hosted by Jeff Simmons, this program dives into everything from local events to major headlines. Stay tuned and stay informed.
Hello, folks. This is Jeff Simmons on the Simmons Says show here on WBMC 97.7 FM, also on AM 960, on the WBMC app, and on Facebook. It looks like I'm here with Bobby Lee today.
You are here with Bobby Lee.
Hey, nice. Absolutely. I love this. Hey, folks, again, like I say every single day, if you want to help us out here on the Simmons Says show, hit that share button on Facebook. In fact, I'm going to go and share this on the Simmons Says page as well to let everybody know that we are already up and rolling on the Simmons Says show. And we're going to have, it's hump day. We got to get through it. I mean, that's the end of it. I can already tell, Connor, man, you seem tired. You seem tired
today.
And I feel bad for that because I know.
You did get me excited when you said hump day.
Absolutely. I was going to say, though, I mean, you got the Sports Authority this afternoon, man. You're going to have to find some energy before the day's over because it's going to be a long day.
It may be a six monster kind of day.
Six monster kind of day. You know, I always know that you and I both on Wednesdays are just we're going to slog through it at some point. You know, now granted, you know, both of us will probably figure out a way to take a nap at some point before the day's over.
I'm going to try, but I'm pretty sure I've got like 3 meetings today.
Oh man,
we'll see what I can do.
3 meetings. I'm. Folks, how do y'all get out of meetings at work when at your profession? Do you like just the headphones on? You know, I felt really bad. I walked in and I immediately was like, when I walk in, it's usually like 8:50. Like today, it was like 8:57. So I'm like, I'm on air in 10 minutes, and I was like, and really, I need to be in the chair here in about 3 because the moment Raven and Abby get up, I'd really try to get in here so I can start getting everything set up. And a gentleman walked in right with me, and I think he had won tickets from Star Wow, yesterday. And he was like, hey, how can I get these tickets? And I look up, I'm like, there's usually somebody sitting here that would help you with that. And I said, the person that would help you with that just actually had to run out and leave. So I'm sitting there like, I gave it a cursory look. I just kind of I see the mud bums, a couple of those passes. Now, granted, I had a gentleman hit me up last night and say, hey, is my pass still there or do those expire? They do not. When it comes to the Sports Authority Mud Bums cars, they're here. If you've won one, they're still here. I promise you.
Oh, I thought Nunley said they expired whenever he gets tired of seeing them and just takes them.
Now, that could be the case. I'm telling you they don't expire. If Nunley decided that they expired, I apologize. I can't do anything about that. If Nunley saw it and decided he wanted to go get a $10 lunch for free.
He's like, I want the family and friends discount.
So he just went ahead and took it. He did. I don't know what to tell you. on that one. That's all Nunley. But I couldn't find what he was looking for, and I had to go through the office trying to find somebody that could help him. And poor Gosha was about the only person that I could find. And I was like, hey, this guy won tickets. Could you help him? And she's like, where's Caden? And I was like, she just left. And then it became I'm trying to pass the buck as quickly as possible. Do people do that for meetings as well? Like, how do you avoid meetings at work? Because I'm not good at it. In fact, we've had this discussion. My office becomes like a meeting room anytime I'm in the office.
Yeah.
Well, about once an hour, there'll be a time where all of a sudden 5 people are in my office. I'm like, what's going on?
My meetings are important with you. I have to workshop my jokes to make them radio appropriate.
That is true. We do have to have that.
They start pretty rough.
Yeah. Let's do something completely unprofessional here on air. I have not gotten my Diet Coke ready.
You're gonna crack a fresh can.
I had to
there we
get
go.
a fresh can ready to go.
For everyone on listening to radio, it's a quote unquote Diet Coke.
It's Diet Coke, folks. You can see it on the Facebook video. It's not Coors Light or anything like that.
But in my studio,
if you hear a popping cans noise from the producer office, I have no idea how to. Well, right now you actually can see Connor, so you'll be able to see too.
That's actually just a still frame.
Behind it, just a still frame. Hey, it's Wednesday, which means we do the Simmons Random Gripe, and I have a pretty good one this week. We started this calling it the Random Gripe, but I don't think that these are always completely random because
they're targeted.
They're very targeted. Well, it's usually because something happens too, and I'm like, that's not random anymore. It happened, and it spurred me to do it. The little pump fake pull out that people will do, like 1 foot past where they need to go. I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that the moment I was going to say it like that. When people are like at a stop sign or about to enter a lane of traffic and they drive about a foot past where they are supposed to stop, or they start easing into traffic as you're still coming out. What are you gaining from that exactly? That half a second a head start, or that 1 extra foot of ground gained to make the oncoming traffic. Drew Walker asked if I was day drinking already. Hey man, when it comes to Diet Cokes, yes, 100%. We're always day drinking when it comes to Diet Coke.
And you can tell he hasn't added the second ingredient to his Diet Coke yet. We took all his mini bottles away.
Angela Nunley Chesbro says, "Good morning. Y'all got to stay hydrated." Yeah.
I'm always hydrated.
Hey, it's hot. It's hot out there, Connor. Man, we gotta have our Diet Cokes in a lot of them.
This is the one time we're like, oh no, I have to stay in the studio where it's nice and cold. Oh no,
no, terrible. Yeah, I just don't understand it. I saw this. It happens every day, and I'm not even going to say that I'm not immune to doing it myself occasionally, where I'm like, oh, I think I'm going to go, and then I'm like, maybe I'll stop. But now I've already went a foot and a half past where I'm going to do. But I had one yesterday where they stopped at the stop sign. They saw me. They weren't going to try to pull out in front of me. But then before I could even get past them, they're already creeping out. Like I'm going to get out right on this guy's bumper to get into the flow of traffic. And then I look behind me and I'm like, there's nobody within like viewing distance of me. You did not need to be able to be like, oh, the moment his bumper crosses mine, I'm out. I'm gone. What are you gaining by getting that head start?
Here's what you're gaining.
Go ahead.
Because we all treat traffic like it's the plains of Africa, right? You got to establish dominance, Jeff. How else are you going to let that person know? I've got Big D energy.
I'm right behind you. If you don't get through here, I'm coming. I'm going after you.
And we know that person doesn't pull out.
You're trying to change this whole conversation. It's too early, man. It's too early.
You couldn't set that up with little pump fake pull out.
Yeah, I knew it. I was trying to figure out, because when I was thinking about, I even wrote it down on my phone for the random gripe, and I put that phrase, and I was like, I got to figure out a better phrase than that, because if I say that, Connor's going to take this into a completely different place. But then all of a sudden, I was like, you know what? I'm going to say it just to see if I'm right. I was right. again, are there any other? The one thing that I cannot believe, Drew Walker says Connor's already in OT. He's never not in OT. It's just it's how much he wants to push the envelope when it comes to it. I still can't believe I said it on Monday about shooting the red lights.
Oh yeah, were you admitted to another crime? Yeah.
And we even put the clip out, and somebody commented, like, nobody does that.
No.
You were talking about that. I was talking to one of the players on my team last night, and she's actually like ridden in the car with me, like going to games and stuff like that. So she knows. She's seen me do it. And I was like, does anybody else? She goes, no, you're the only person I've ever seen do that. I'm like, I'm pretty sure we'll have this on Father and Son Friday. I'm pretty sure that I learned this from my dad. So I'm thinking Don used to, when I was a kid, he'd be timing the red light up, and then he'd see that it was about to change, so he'd give it the little pew pew.
So you're including your own father into this criminal organization that you have going.
Oh, mercy. Angela Chesbro says, my gripe, pulling out in front of me, doing the speed limit and taking forever to get up to speed. So she's doing the speed limit, and then somebody decides, hey, I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna go like 10 miles per hour right in front of you.
See, that is one.
That's worse.
I'm not gonna get road rage over it, but I will, like, opens up to where there's 2 lanes. I'll pull alongside you and roll my window down and be like, hey there, buddy. Listen, like, I know God cursed you to look like Mr. Magoo and to drive like him too. But maybe it's time we just stop driving, okay?
Yeah, maybe
right.
It's that time.
I appreciate it. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk, and I'll pull off.
That's no different than when people do that same thing to you on the interstate. When they decide, hey, I'm going to pass somebody, but I'm only going to be going the speed limit. It's like, hey, the left lane's not for the speed limit.
No,
do not pull out in front of me.
Left lane is 10 plus.
Yeah, you got to be if you decide that, hey, it's time for me to pass and I get in the left lane, you got to go left lane speed. You can't go your speed and then think, hey, well, the person in the right lane going five below and I'm going 5. No, you don't get to set the speed for the left lane, and especially at the speed limit. That ain't where it's at.
If you're not going at least 80 in the far left, you're doing it wrong. It's all about breaking records.
I don't disagree. Now, I had a friend that would, when that happened and someone would stay right in front of them, they would lean over their steering wheel and just sit there and look at them. Like, hey, are you going to move? Come on. Like,
I honked at somebody one time for doing that, and they immediately brake checked me.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
check.
Ooh.
Oh, man. I don't know I don't think I've ever been brake checked. Now, I've actually done that before to somebody. It was going through Westwood. I lived in Westwood all through childhood, and there was one time I'm coming over the bridge, and I've actually had cops that I know call or message me days later where they were running radar around the bridge, and they're like, "Hey, man, saw you the other day. Might want to slow down when you're going through Westwood a little bit."
So not only does Jeff run from the cops, shoot red lights, but he's also got police on the inside.
Small town, man.
Next thing, Jeff's going to be like, and then my powder business got really popular, and that's how I was able to buy my house.
But no, I'd be on the bridge, and I guess I'd be going like 40, 45, and they're like, hey, that's a little fast for Westwood. Well, again, I was driving probably 40, 45, which is not what you're supposed to be going on Morrison Street. And somebody flew up behind me and got like right on my tail. And I'm like, no, man. We're going to go. So I just backed it down the speed limit, and that really irritated them.
See, that's fine. That's really funny.
Yeah, I'm like, no. I was like, if my dad said, Emily said that my dad said you have brake checked him before. That is true. I have done that to him a couple of times. In fact, I did it to him one time when I don't think he knew my vehicle yet, because it was when I got the Honda and I first had it, and I saw him out on the road, like right in front of what's a Mad Cow running company.
Oh yeah.
And we were at the red light. I knew he was right beside me. He did not know I was right beside him. So I gunned it, got in front of him, and then slowed down. And I could see him in the rear view. What are you doing? What's this guy doing? And I think he finally realized it was me.
You were just mad that he shot the red light before you.
Yeah. So, all right. Hey, we're gonna take a break on the Simmons Says show. When we come back, we'll talk about the other ways in which we break laws and stuff. I guess we're on WBMC 97.7 FM.
There's a man who leads a life of danger. To everyone he meets, he stays a stranger.
Why don't you head over to Chicken Chef and enjoy a fresh, made-to-order meal, or choose from the all-time favorite like the Chicken Nugget Dinner. Stop in for breakfast, order right off the menu with sausage, gravy, fresh homemade biscuits, or try their delicious tenderloin, egg, and cheese biscuit, just to name a few. Whatever your taste buds call for, you're sure to find it at Chicken Chef. They've been serving Warren and surrounding counties for over 40 years. Stop in today, Chicken Chef on the Strip in McMinnville. You can call your order in to go at 473-5020.
It's time to upgrade that new kitchen with Redmond's high-quality cabinets and countertops. Choose from a variety of styles and finishes to create that perfect look for your space. Their team of experts at Redmond's will work with you to design a functional and beautiful kitchen that meets your needs. Right next to Redmond's Carpet at 2512 Old Nashville Highway. Call them at 931-668-4900. That's Redmond's Kitchen Cabinets and Countertops.
Are you driven, energetic, and ready to grow your career? Main Street Media is looking for our next great sales professional. Join a team that's passionate about helping local businesses succeed. If you love meeting new people, setting goals, and seeing results, this is a chance to shine. Apply today and start building your future with Main Street Media. Email your resume to sales@mainstreetmedia.llc. That's sales@mainstreetmedia.llc.
Warehouse Discount Grocery serving McMinnville and Warren County with the best meats, freshest produce, and the best prices on all your favorite groceries. Listen to these specials. Sundrop Dr. Pepper 6-pack, 0.5 liters, 4 for $9. Sager Creek Chicken Tenderloins, 3-pound bag, $5.99. IQF Catfish Strips, 3-pound bag, $9.99. And be sure to check out the full-service deli featuring meats from Charter Reserve. Open 7 days a week at 835 Smithville Highway. Warehouse Discount Groceries, WDG. On the Caney 4 community calendar, Shellsford Baptist Church will have a vacation Bible school July 11th and 12th. This is a 2-day event, Friday and Saturday. The Friday times are 5 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. Saturday, 10 o'clock a.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. This is at Shellsford Baptist Church at 121 Bottoms Road in McMinnville. For more information, you want to call them at 931-668-4990. You can email shellsford@benlomond.net. Now, the title of this VBS is Magnified, Discovering the Bigness of God in the Smallest of Things. It's grades K through 6th. Once again, the Vacation Bible School at Shellsford Baptist Church at 121 Bottoms Road in McMinnville. Call them at 931-668-4990. This has been your Caney 4 Community Calendar. I'm Hamilton Hobbs.
Hello and welcome back to the Simmons Says show here on WBMC 97.7 FM. Man, I was letting the music roll in, then I heard Connor talking, then realized that Connor was on the phone and didn't realize I think that his mic was on. But hey, we'll figure it out, man. We're gonna have a good show here. Again, if you're out there 97.7 FM and ever want to call in and talk to us, let us know. 473-9383. You also can get in the comment section on our Facebook Live that we are doing right now. It's on Radio WBMC 97.7 FM, the Facebook page. And if you also ever want to just listen, you can listen there. You can listen to you can listen pretty much anywhere if you get the WBMC app. You can take it anywhere you want to go.
Sorry, I'm back. I realized my mic was on.
Yeah, I was sitting there. I was looking up, and I was letting Michael Jackson bring us in, and then all of a sudden I was like, "Why is Connor?" I was like, "Connor always gets mad at me for talking over the bumper music," and then all of a sudden I heard you talking. I was like, "Hey, come on, man, let's be professionals here."
But yell at me, be like, "This is my show. I'm the Simmons here."
I bring us in, not you. And then realized you were on the phone. And I was like, "Oh, no big deal." All right, yeah, folks. Want to talk a little bit about something that we had planned last week, and we did. And, of course, Elena's not here this week. She's competing for Miss Teen Tennessee. She'll be heading to Clarksville, I think.
Competing.
Hey, she's going to go out there, and she's going to be a star because Elena's a star. And we did a $2 through $10 challenge, and we were trying our best to keep our lunches to a certain price every single day. $2 on Monday, $4, $6, $8, and then eventually $10 on Friday. And we did videos. I hope everybody went and enjoyed those. If you want to go to the Instagram page for the SImmons Says show, you can see all those. I will say this much. There was one thing that we talked about a lot on the show yesterday or last week that Elena kind of fixed, and I did appreciate that. And I get Connor, you got the split screen that we can do this?
I do now.
Yeah. Elena did start helping me out a little bit on the pictures, because if you're looking on the Facebook page, and sorry if you're not on the Facebook page, I apologize. I can't. But we went from a goblin, a bridge troll on Wednesday.
Yep.
When we went to Mud Buns, if you can sit up here, yeah.
To Ozempic Jeff.
To apparently Ozempic Jeff is what Connor has termed Thursday, even though I think that's ridiculous.
Sponsored by Graves Family Pharmacy.
Graves Family's Pharmacy, Ozempic is not going to turn me into looking like this guy that's on.
It will after the 5K.
Hey, speaking of, though, our sponsors, Douglas and Lanier.
Oh,
smart coverage. Straight talk. That's Douglas Lanier, 811 Faulkner Springs Road, 474-0044.
Douglas and Lanier.
Yeah. But there was something that happened, and I have the video. We can pull it up on Instagram on Friday, folks. And I don't know. We'll see if the audio will end up coming through here, because you can see that I was pretty sad here, and it's because I ended up losing.
Oh, you'll have to mute your live stream.
Okay. Yep. All right. So I ended up losing. I'm here.
I am a creature of habit. 111 again. It did not take long at all.
Yeah,
to realize
I was eating at 111 every single day.
Was just not
until
my
Friday.
day for the
I
challenge.
left at 3:00, and we were supposed to do it in between 12 and 3.
Walking to the butcher on Main today for lunch,
and then it went bad.
I didn't get started to go to lunch until about 3:00.
I was trying to go to butcher on Main.
I said I'll
that
pivot
never happened.
and go to one of my favorite places, Saki. Well, I just drove by and they closed from 3 to 4.
They want to go to Saki, yeah.
So,
it was terrible. So the moral of the story, and we can go back into just regular screen on this one.
The adventure took me to
I
Gondola.
got to Gondola.
Where?
And I had felt terrible all day. I would say we don't have to keep showing this because people. I mean, you can go to the SImmons Says show on Instagram and you can watch the whole video. It's like 2 minutes long. Elena is amazing. All right, yeah, we're back. Elena was amazing. She ended up flying through it. She ended up going to. I think she went back to Los Trajas, and being and getting under $10. I think she had spent like $7 or something on Friday. Me, who felt terrible on Friday. If you'll remember, we even talked about it on the show.
Yeah.
And that was how the show was like.
Tired Jeff.
Yeah, I was very tired. It did not feel good at all. End up going, and I was like, it's because my stomach. And I was like, I'd eaten a lot of like dairy the night before, and I'm not supposed to do that. It's not good for me. So then I go to Gondola and I immediately get cheese fries and a Philly cheesesteak. Which put me over $10. Like if I would have just got the Philly cheesesteak with fries, it would have been like $9, and I would have been fine. But the cheese fries, which I was like, you gotta add the cheese, you gotta add the bacon, gotta add all that. The loaded fries ended up putting me over $10. Of course, and then the Diet Pepsi, the drink that I got, further put me over it. But as I'm eating this, I'm like, I feel terrible. I felt terrible all day. I ended up look, I love Gondola, and that is my favorite meal at Gondola, so that's why I got it, because I was just at that point I had just checked out for the week, and I was like, I don't care. I'm eating at 3:30. There's a fair chance this is the only thing that I'm going to end up eating today. So I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm just going to skip on it. I was like, no, I'm going big time on it. But as I was finishing the cheese fries, I was like, I feel terrible because I need to stop eating so much dairy because it messes with my stomach. And I've ordered cheese fries and all that. So, yeah. Even Drew Walker said hearing about all that dairy is making his stomach hurt. I mean, legitimately.
Least, like, Gondola is relatively close to your house.
That is true.
So
very close to my house.
Like cheese fries.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I know most accidents happen 1 mile away from your house, but hopefully not, Jeff.
No, it's not even. I don't want to get into the dynamics of
dairy in your
digestional
tract.
But really, what it is just it just gives for 48 hours, my stomach is just upset. It's not like we're in.
It's a passive aggressive stomach.
Yeah, it's just basically like I mean, we've all been there where you're just like, man, nothing that I can do right now is going to make me feel comfortable. Like you just have that pain, and you're just like, oh, this is terrible. So yeah, and then of course, like I said, I just go and I'm like, oh, let's get the cheese fries. Yeah, but they were delicious. In fact, in the video, this is where the magic of video editing. I lied in the video. There's a point where it's like, oh, you have like a half-eaten Philly cheesesteak, and I'm like, yeah, I had to throw in the towel. I didn't throw in the towel. I finished the whole plate.
No amount of editing is going to help you there, Jeff.
I just didn't take the picture of the clean plate at the very end, so I was like, I don't know how to finish this in the video. I was like, but I did have a video of me like looking like I was about done with it, so I was like, oh, I'll just make it sound like I didn't finish it. Oh, I finished that. I finished the whole plate. And anybody at Gondola can attest, including the waitress there. Princess Brittany. And people might say, why do you call her that? Her shirt literally says princess on it. In fact, I don't even know if anybody would call her Brittany. They would just call her princess at Gondola. Appreciate them. And, hey, also appreciate Douglas and Lanier. Again, we got to make sure we thank the sponsors of the SImmons Says show, not the people that we like. I mean, we love our sponsors.
Yeah.
We're giving free shout-outs to Gondola right now, but we're going to give a big-time shout-out for Douglas and Lanier. Hey, this SImmons Says program is brought to you in part by Douglas and Lanier, your hometown insurance experts specializing in commercial coverage for agriculture, contractors, and workers' comp. They protect businesses big and small. Trust a team that knows hard work, smart coverage, straight talk. That is Douglas and Lanier. I think they cold called Dad last Friday.
Oh, did they actually?
After he said something about the young guy on the board, and he was like, "Oh, that's who I want to buy insurance from." So one of the agents texted me and said, "Hey, what's your dad's number? I'm going to give it to him just to prank call, just to let him prank call, and then like basically say, hey, you said that you wanted to buy insurance from me." And I was like, absolutely, do it. Here's my dad. I was like, call him, solicit him for sure. I have no problems with this at all. And then I guess Dad didn't answer because he was at the gym, and he texts me later and he goes, "Hey, did you give my number to Douglas and Lanier?" He's like, they called, and I was like, I don't know, what are you talking about? He's like, it was weird. He's like, I got a voicemail from him. He goes, if I knew who was calling me, I'd call him back and let him know. I was like, yeah, it's this. And so I think I don't know. Dad might have a story by Friday about his new insurance.
Jeff's just out there selling his dad.
Hey, look, man, if I sold a policy for Douglas and Lanier because of the show, our sponsorship's working.
Are they also a BOGO?
Yeah, I had to ask him on that one. It's like, hey, do I get credit for that one on my insurance policy? Yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll have to ask him about that. We'll have to ask Dad about that, and if he did, then yeah, I might have to ask Douglas and Lanier about that.
It's a sell one get one free.
Yeah. Refer a friend to get $100 off your bill or something like that. We'll be back on the SImmons Says show here on 97.7 FM. We're going to talk a little bit about city and county budget when we come back.
Talk Radio, WBMC News is next.
When you join Durham School Services, you'll embark on a rewarding journey, developing connections with students as part of a community that feels like family. You'll have flexible hours, competitive pay, and a career that has a positive impact on the well-being and future of students. Durham School Services has immediate opportunities for school bus drivers. Want more information? Text JOBS to 63552 or visit careers.nellc.com. It's all about the journey, theirs and yours. In the Main Street Journal News, the Warren County Commission unanimously approved the 2025-2026 fiscal year budget Monday night, setting a revenue-neutral property tax rate of $1.21 per $100 in assessed value, which is down from last year's rate of $1.98. Budget and Finance Committee Chairman Scott Rubley highlighted key components, including across-the-board pay raises for full-time employees and over $500,000 in nonprofit allocations. Major recipients include the county's 7 volunteer fire departments, the Rescue Squad, and the Emergency Communications District, among others. The school system, which accounts for over $86 million of the $142 million total budget, includes raises that bring new teacher salaries to $50,500 per year, along with a $400,000 garbage truck and $10 million earmarked for future capital projects. The county expects an ending fund balance of nearly $50 million by June of 2026, which is well above state requirements. Rubley noted the county remains financially strong and poised for upcoming projects, including a potential new ambulance station. Next year's budget, which has been accumulated for the past several months, was approved by a final vote of 20-0. More local news is just a click away at mainstreetjournal.llc. Until next time, I'm Rob Nunley.
Make the places you care about more comfortable and energy efficient with TVA Energy Right. It all starts at EnergyRight.com, where you can find everything you need to lower your energy usage for your home or your business. Contact Caney Fork Electric Energy Advisors Dale or Chris at 931-473-3116 or go to EnergyRight.com to start living and working more energy efficiently. Caney Fork Electric along with EnergyRight.com for all your energy needs. Brought to you by Caney Fork Electric Cooperative and TVA.
For Main Street Media weather, Wednesday, sunny with a calm winds with a high near 95. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 73. Thursday, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Mostly sunny with a high near 93. This has been your Main Street Media weather. I'm Hamilton Hobbs.
Hello, and welcome back to the SImmons Says show. I was really hoping to hear a little bit more about Bobby Joe Bobby Sue. Billy Joe and Bobby Sue. Yeah. Man, little Steve Miller band start today? Yeah.
You notice all the themes that the songs have been having, right?
No.
They're all about your criminal enterprise, Jeff.
Take the money and run. Yeah. I knew the one right after we got done talking with it. I was like, oh, that's a good one. And I just hadn't paid attention.
Smooth Criminal.
Yeah, Smooth Criminal. Yeah. Hey, I like that, man.
They're all written about you, which is strange because half these songs came out before you were born. But
yeah, but they knew. They knew. It was kind of like Bad to the Bone.
Yeah.
They
wrote that one about me. About a bone.
For the day I was born. Oh, mercy. Oh, man, we're talking about in the comment section. Drew Walker was talking about when the lactose intolerance just kind of hits you in your 30s. And I told him, I really don't remember it being that bad but early in life, but now it's just like really, really bad. And Cody Darrell Campbell says, commented and said, my lactose intolerance started when I tried the gallon challenge in the summer of 2003. Ugh. I actually think I was around when he tried that. And man, those were just bad ideas. Like, hey, let's just try to drink a gallon of milk and without throwing up.
I like that ideas haven't progressed much further.
They're
it's
still
like we're all sitting around the office like, it'd be funny to make the big man do. Run a 5K.
It's just anything that will produce any kind of like, hey, could this person end up throwing up if they try to do this? Let's try it.
Yeah. Hey, how we got the penultimate film. 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Oh, God gracious. Come on, man.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Come on, man.
Talking about challenges.
The SImmons Says program is brought to you by Reddit Brown Ford. Jordan, the service manager at Reddit Brown Ford, and his team are making car care easy with complimentary pickup and delivery to get your car or truck service. Certified technicians that would do the job right. You can schedule service at redditbrownford.com or head out there to 5917 Manchester Highway, Morrison, Tennessee. Yeah, that was...
I've never seen someone transition.
Yeah, we
faster away to an ad read.
To an ad, yeah. Oh, man. Now we're getting spam. Now we're getting spam in our comment section. Take that away. Get out of here.
I actually can't remove it from the thing.
Can I? I don't know.
You might be able to.
No, I don't think.
You don't have admin access.
I would actually have to get on the Radio WBMC page. I'm just on my own page right now. All right. Well, we were talked about before the break that we were going to talk a little bit about city and county budget. And listen, if you want to know all about the city and county budget, Main Street Journal. .llc. Rob Nunley has had these stories coming out not just a few hours after these meetings happened. The county went on Monday night, and then, of course, the Bowman meeting, Board of Mayor and Alderman met Tuesday night, and he had both of those stories up before midnight on each of those. Actually, I think they came out right at midnight, but he planned it, like he set it for that time to be out. So you can read about those right now. I don't want to get too far in the weeds and ruin Rob's stories or anything like that. I'm not going to sit here and read Rob's entire story, but there were a couple of highlights that I thought were interesting. One coming out of Monday's meeting, and the headline even says it: budget passes commission, including reduced tax rate. Connor, I cannot believe that I haven't heard more about the fact. Reduced tax rate, Connor. That rarely ever happens, in my opinion. Like, we were actually just talking about this yesterday. I went and set up a 401k plan. It was talking about, what kind of plan do you want? If you do it this way, you'll be taxed as it is. It was basically one of those things of, do you want to be taxed on it now or do you want to be taxed on it later type deal? And I was like, which one would be better? They're like, do you ever assume that taxes are ever going to go down? I was like, yeah, good point.
I mean, honestly, that's always kind of been the safe bet. That's like your lottery winnings.
Yep.
You win the lottery, typically there's two ways you can take that.
Yeah.
It's either payouts or you can take the lump sum.
Yep.
Whatever the tax is now plus state tax and all the stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like if you take the payout, you could make a lot more. Or you could take the monthly payments.
Yeah, but then you're
making
getting docked for like 30 years, and then all of a sudden what you were getting docked by at the start of it might be a lot more by the end of it. Yeah, it's crazy. But it was crazy to see because I was like, wow. I was like, whoa. Reduced tax rate. And here explaining on that was that they actually set the property tax rate down to $1.2091 per $100 in assessed value, which was down from 1.9677 last year. And if people are saying, "Oh, that doesn't," I mean, like 1.9 to 1.2, like what's the difference? I would say about 40%.
Yeah.
I mean, like you went from $2 to $1.2. Like that's fairly significant. Granted, it was explained in there that it could end up being almost a net neutral because the appraisals
went up.
Yeah, so it's assessed value that you're paying on. So if your appraisal went up by over 40%, but they took the tax rate down by 40%, folks, you're kind of in the same boat. But at least they didn't keep it at the same
same bracket or even higher.
Yeah, they could have went up with it and also said, hey, by the way, we're going to tax you at a rate higher than we've done before while your assessed value went higher than it's ever been. Then you're really going to be in the weeds on it. So I thought that was a super interesting thing that came out of that budget meeting on Monday night. And I'll say this much too. If you want to know, the property tax rate for the county is 1.2091. The city passed its budget on Tuesday night. Its city tax rate is 1.3212 per $100 of assessed property value, as recommended by the Tennessee State Comptroller's Office. So the city's is 1.32. The county's 1.2091. So I would be curious to know what was. It says that, his story says the city's tax rate next year, as recommended by the Tennessee State Comptroller's Office, is 1.32. Did the county either not have that same number recommended by the Tennessee State Comptroller, or did they say, hey, we're just going to go down a little bit on it? Now, there's the fortunate few of us that will be paying city and county taxes because you live in the city, you also live in the county, like myself.
Yeah.
So, but I don't. There's a lot of people that get really agitated about that. Man, I bought my house in the city. I knew what was going to happen. I just pay my taxes. I'm not going to fight about it. I'm not going to get argumentative about it. But like I said, those numbers of the budget meetings. Now, there's a lot of other stuff that you should read in there that I really would like that we could probably get more into. One, I would tell you this much if anybody was interested. Meals on Wheels, which was a highly debated topic on that, ended up getting, let me see if I can find it really quick here. Meals on Wheels got $22,000 from the county. The county earmarked $22,000 for Meals on Wheels for their nonprofit organization. Did a lot of different stuff there. There was an approved the $10 million that we had talked about on the Sports Authority that will be moved into capital projects from the school, which again, $10 million. The school already had that in their money. They had it in their rainy day fund, and then they just basically said, we're going to take that out of the rainy day and move it into our active budget so we can start doing some things about some capital projects. And I think they threw out the cafeteria, some athletic facilities around the county, stuff like that. So that wasn't like the county didn't have to give them an extra $10 million in the budget, because it was crazy to see this number the other day. Said that talking about, and then again, read the whole story because it's fascinating. Other budget highlights covered by Rubley in his summary included the school system finances, which encompasses the largest portion of projected expenditures by far at over $86 million.
Good.
The budget total expenditures add up to $142 million. The school is at 86. The entirety of it is 142. Our school to fund our school system through the county is almost like 60% of our budget, our entire budget.
It's insane.
That is. If anybody's saying we're not doing the right things funding school, I'm like, hey man, we're spending almost 60% of our entire county's funding into school, so I think we're making a pretty big priority. That's just my thought. I don't know. I saw that. I was like, wow, those are huge numbers. So, folks, like I said, if you want to read those whole things, go to Main Street Journal.LLC and make sure to subscribe. You can read all those stories. The last one little thing that I would say about that is I noticed that the county one passed 20-0 and the city one passed 5-1, which means neither one of those had the full capacity of voting, because there's 24 county commissioners, 4 of them weren't present, and then there was one alderman that was missing from the city vote. We've had commissioners on the show. I don't think we've ever had an alderman. We have had the mayor on the show, and we've heard like protectors of the pocketbook is kind of the job of that. So it kind of made me a little bit curious. Like that would have been a time why you weren't there on that one. That being said, a lot of this stuff ends up is decided well before. They're in the committees. So I'm not going to really harp. And like one of the commissioners that wasn't there was Casey Owens, and Casey Owens has already told like she's leaving the commissioner in July because she's either in the process of moving out of her district or has already moved out of her district. So in some aspects, she did the right thing because she should not be voting for something that she actually technically isn't going to be affected by, nor does she. I mean, like she's not really representative of a district that she no longer resides in. So I get that. So, but like I said, I'm not really like getting angry at the people that weren't there or anything like that. I was just like, I would have thought that one would have been the one where everybody's there. Granted, 20-0, 5-1, one vote's not going to change anything in the city, and three or four votes would not have even come close to changing anything in the county. So it wasn't that big of a deal. And my guess would be, if 3 other people were at the county commission, not Casey included, it would have been just 23-0. So I don't think it was that big a deal. But that just kind of stood up. I'm like, hey, that one, you probably want to just be there to get the tertiary. Like, oh, yeah, sure, I'm with it too. All right, again, we want to make sure we thank not Douglas Lanier. Well, we want to thank Douglas Lanier. We love Douglas Lanier, but we also love Reddick Brown Ford, where service meets you and your time comes first. Go on the website to schedule your service today and let Jordan and the fine team take care of your vehicle. ReddickBrownFord.com, 5917 Manchester Highway. We'll be back on the Simmons Says show. I don't get this one. This don't have anything to do with it.
At Pioneer Building Supply, we're your one-stop shop for lumber, tools, and building supplies. Whether you're tackling a major renovation or just need a few materials for a small project, we've got you covered. From framing to finishing touches, we have the products and expertise to help you get the job done right. Stop by and see us today at 231 Northgate Drive, Suite 250, McMinnville, or give us a call at 931-473-7777. Our friendly, knowledgeable team is always ready to help you with whatever you need for your next project. For 50 years, Pioneer Building Supply has been the trusted name in construction materials. We've built our reputation on quality, service, and the commitment to your success. Pioneer Building Supply, building your dreams since 1975.
Pioneer Building Supply.
Pioneer Building Supply, where good business makes good friends.
Pioneer Building Supply.
Is your ride ready for summer? Get a synthetic blend oil change from Reddick Brown Ford right now at mainstreetshopper.llc for up to 50% off. While you're there, grab gift certificates to Old Oak Mercantile, The Crouch House, and Southern Traditions Gifts. All from trusted local favorites and all for less. Shop local. Shop big. Visit mainstreetshopper.llc today. Here at Main Street Media, we love when you win our awesome prizes. In order to keep everything fair and share the love, please remember, only one winner per household every 30 days. Prizes are available for pickup within 30 days of winning. After that, they go back in the prize closet for regifting. And finally, remember, we are always recording for later playback on air. So when you win, be excited. Woo! Thank you and good luck from Main Street Media, where everyone's a winner.
Tennessee summers are the best, grilling, chilling, and streaming. Nobody offers synchronous multi-gig fiber internet speed and the ability to expand your Wi-Fi coverage area like Ben Lomond Connect. Plus, BLC is offering our customers a chance to win a free $300 value Weber grill or one of 9 free internet monthly bill credits. All you have to do is send a picture of your family grilling, chilling, and streaming to marketing at benlomond.org along with your name, address, and phone number by August 31st. Not a customer? Don't delay and call your local BLC office today. Some exclusions.
Need a pick-me-up? Start your day at the Cafe at Tree City. Open daily from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. They serve rich, bold espresso, pulled to perfection. Pair it with one of their delicious treats for the perfect combo.
Their skilled baristas are passionate about crafting your perfect cup, whether it's a classic latte or a refreshing cold brew. They've got your coffee cravings covered.
Short on time? Order ahead for quick pickup or curbside delivery. Your fresh coffee is just a sip away.
The Cafe at Tree City, your go-to spot for expertly crafted espresso drinks. Wake up, sip up, enjoy.
WBMC and translator W249DQ McMinnville. WBMC.
Weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful.
Hello, and welcome back to the Simmons Says show here on WBMC 97.7 FM. I am your host, Jeff Simmons. I'm joined by producer Connor today. We did not have a guest. Well, we figured it out, though.
Yeah, Bobby Lee.
We got Bobby Lee, yeah.
You can do the impression, so I don't
nope.
have to.
I am not going to. I'm not Andrew Santino. I'm not doing that.
You're not going to do Bobby Lee's mom?
No, I'm not going to do Bobby's mom. Oh, mercy.
Just one time.
No.
I promise I'll turn your mic off.
Hey, we want to make sure we thank the Cafe at Tree City on 809 Sparta Street. They're open from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily, and they have the chai lattes and the London fog lattes and the frappuccinos, and they got bold espressos. They have refreshing brews. They have those baristas, skilled baristas. They are waiting to craft that perfect cup for you. 809 Sparta Street, the Cafe at Tree City. I saw Cavill in here yesterday.
Yeah.
So good to see. I mean,
he's got a new hat.
Was it for the cafe or for the whale? Wonder if it's for the cafe because he added the new chai lattes and he wanted to push them.
Hey, Kevel, the next time you come in here,
Mm-hmm.
let us know which company you're doing the ad for, so that way we can ask you what samples we'd like.
Yeah. Cavill, yeah. I think there was like 4 of us in here, and I think he probably thought we were talking about something important. So he kind of like walked past the door and gave us the wave and was like, oh, sorry. I was like, nah, man.
Like,
Kev, if you're ever here in the studio and you just want to walk in, you can. Hey, I don't even care if it says live on there. If it's my show, you can just walk on. You'll be all right.
Tell Caden, the front desk, that you brought samples. I'll have a $50 bill up there. Only if it's from the well, though.
Yeah. I mean, it would be, there's, what do you think? Is the office a 50-50? No, I don't think it's a 50-50 split. I think it'd be like 25-75 split between, if they were wanting samples, between the cafe and the whale.
Well, I'd want both because it'd be early in the morning.
Yeah, I would, it would be interesting to know. Angela Chesborough says, what's with the Christmas music? And Cody Darrell Campbell, I think, answered it right under it, where he said, I think Connor's referencing some snow.
That is a...
I thought the same thing.
That wasn't what I was going for, but now I've kind of got some cravings.
Was Justin come in and say, hey, play Christmas music?
Yeah, Justin came in and said, it's exactly 6 months to Christmas to the day.
Oh, wow. It is. Yeah, it is. Wow.
He's like, it'd be funny, especially with how hot it is, to play a Christmas song.
Yeah, it would be. It would be funny because it's 1,000 degrees right now.
Which just makes me so excited for a special event we've got coming up.
Yeah. Mr. Reed, explain our Christmas music because our comment section's asking.
It's 1,000 degrees outside,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just going to call in through the phone line because I'm getting ready for the Justin Reed show, and apparently the phone line's busy.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I saw Anonymous and I ignored it.
Anyways, do you know what today is, Jeffrey Simmons?
It is June 25th, and I was just informed.
Yeah?
We're halfway there.
We're 6 months to Christmas. That means we better go put the tree up, buddy.
The tree never went up in my house last year because it had it would never come down.
Well, from what I hear from the Sports Authority, I mean, your whole house is just like wood interior.
Oh, that
anyways.
is true. That is true. I probably could just put Christmas lights up on my wall. It would kind of be like Stranger Things. Which again, it kind of explains my house a little bit.
If you did that, you'd look like you own a meth house.
Easy now.
There
that's
wouldn't
across
be.
the street. No, I'm kidding.
There's no stove.
He makes a good point, though. But no, I thought, why not have a little fun? We're 6 months to Christmas. The great Kelly Marlowe, back in the day on Town Talk, on the 25th of every month, he'd go, well, we're so many months to Christmas.
Yeah.
In January, he'd go, we're 11 months to Christmas the whole time. So,
yeah, we keep that up. Yeah, now you're gonna have to remind us probably every single month because there's
I
a
do
0%.
not think about Christmas.
There's a
until
0%.
the 24th.
One person's on the show right now. It doubles as the Grinch at holiday seasons.
Which one? Oh, it's just Connor.
Oh yeah,
I've been called the Grinch a couple of times as well.
Yeah, but you don't fantasize about stealing people's decorations, ruining their Christmas to the degree that our illustrious
I already
producer.
told women to stop crying at Bonnaroo.
Yeah,
Think about what I'm willing to do around Christmas.
That's what
time.
Look, I worked Christmas with him last year here, and it's like,
Calm down. Hey, I'll tell you this much: if you want to have somebody that will give you a full list of music to play every 25th until Christmas, Don Simmons.
Let's do it.
Guy loves Christmas
See,
music.
I knew I liked him for a reason.
He loves Christmas music. It is unreal the amount.
Look,
I told him, I was like, "There's 5." He's like, "I got 1,000 hours of Christmas music."
Right?
I'm like, "There's 5 songs. How do you have 1,000 hours?"
No.
He's like, "No,
See?
son.
See, I side with Dad on this one.
Hey, y'all, we could talk about it on Friday. I'm sure he can do the rundown.
Well, look, since it's been on your show this week, it's liable to show up on Friday.
It would have 1,000% will show up on the show by Friday. He'll have that. He'll have this one earmarked. He'll have it written down, underlined, circled, and then he might actually have an entire yellow legal pad of notes on that one. Or white? No, his is white.
His is white.
Yeah,
Mine's
his is
yellow.
white.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, we want to make sure.
Sorry for interrupting your show, but
in fact, Justin, we're going to have you on the show. I think everybody we've like strangers in the night passing here, but we've never ever sit down and had 45 minutes to actually talk on the show.
Let's do it sometime.
We'll do it sometime. Hey, everybody, go over to the cafe at Tree City, open 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily, 809 Sparta Street. Get you that chai latte they got going for it. We'll be back on the SImmons Says show tomorrow at 9 a.m.